If English is not my first language, does that put me at a disadvantage in applying and writing essays? Murphy, do you want to start with that?
Yeah, really great question to be considering. I think you'll note that a lot of institutions, beyond the fact that we need to see a clear and concise and well-written essay, will also require an English proficiency examination. So do think about that, whether that be a TOEFL examination or an IELTS examination. Many of those institutions might even have baseline requirements for what we'd like to see. But I'd say as it relates to the essay or even an interview, I think as long as you are taking time to craft and prepare and really ensure that you've given a lot of thought into the process, you shouldn't be at too much of a disadvantage. Again, I would use the resources that are at your disposal, whether that be an EducationUSA office or if your school has a college or guidance counselor, utilize them. Obviously, mom and dad or a family member are always a great person to kind of bounce ideas off of, just to ensure that you are taking the time that it requires to craft an essay, which could potentially be a little bit more time consuming if English is not your first language.
Okay, thank you. Susan?
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what Murphy just said, but I think, when we're looking at essays, we're looking at the theme, we're looking at how you've structured your essay. We're looking at the grammar of your essay, and we're definitely looking at, spelling. I mean, there's spell checks everywhere. It should be easy. There should be no misspelled words in an essay. And we do understand that you're coming from a country where English might not be the language of education. It might not be the language that you use in your daily life. There are, of course, like Murphy was saying, a lot of English proficiency. There are English proficiency requirements. But we're aware of those. And I think when we're looking at the essay, content, structure, and theme is very, very important to us. We do understand there might be some words that might not be common words that we'd use in the United States in an essay, but we understand that because the international admissions team at most universities, I think in the United States, has an understanding of the regions of the applications, of the regions from which the applications are coming from. So yeah, definitely theme, structure, make sure it's spell checked, and definitely have someone proof it.
Spell check, thank you. So the easy things are important. We shouldn't forget in making sure that everything is perfect. Karen, anything you'd like to add?
It's great advice. We understand that English is not your first language, and so if you phrase something in a way that maybe a native speaker wouldn't have phrased it exactly that way, that's fine. That's not something that we will hold against you, and we completely understand. It's not a problem. Having said that, it's especially important for you not to procrastinate. Give yourself plenty of time to do this, and then revise. Revise your essays yourself. Find other people who are, very comfortable with the English language to then revise it for you, give you feedback. Try to have more than one person take a look at it. Give yourself plenty of time to receive this feedback and then to think about it and improve the essay yourself. Because even though we do understand, you are going to impress the admissions office if you put forward a really well-written, well-thought-out, proofread essay. So give yourself time, but also, don't feel the need to make it exactly like something a native English speaker would have written. If you phrase things in a way that's a little bit different, this is perfectly okay.